So you've thought about what problem you're solving and who you're solving it for. You've apprenticed the problem and you know what potential damage that you might do. You've got this big list of prospects and you've been working to qualify them and get your warm introduction. You're ready to meet with them.
So at that point, you've kind of got two options. You either go there and just have a friendly chat, could be you just kind of like spraying all of this information on people, or you could actually sit down and have a really focused, constructive, and structured conversation.
To do this, we'll create a pitch deck of 6 slides that will cover the main ideas of your social enterprise.
Okay, now we're going to be making the pitch deck. So open up the example Google Slides, link below, and work on the first 4 slides.
Think of these as the big stepping stones you'll need people to step over during pitching. These are your context, your problem, your solution, and your business model.
The first thing you're going to want to make sure, page 1, is the context. What does the world look like today, and what's wrong with that picture? Okay. Paint a picture for people on that. The second page that you're going to want to cover, articulate the problem for me. What problem is in this? You know, what problem are you solving for who? Okay, make that really clear. The third area you're going to want to cover is what is the opportunity in that? Because if it's a problem for somebody, there is an opportunity for someone to solve that. Okay, so what does that opportunity look like? What are you looking at from an enterprise perspective or a business perspective? Like, what is the opportunity represented in that to solve that problem? Okay, and then the last part that you're going to cover, which may take a couple of slides, right? May take 2 or 3 slides, is what is your approach to that? Okay, so it's going to be your theory of change. It's going to be the way that your business strategy. It's going to be how are you going to approach that opportunity? What does your social enterprise look like in a couple of slides? So one of the other things that you're going to want to cover, and whether this is a slide on its own, is what is unique about you? What is unique about what you're doing? Okay, because if you're going to create this device that has a bunch of apps on it and can make phone calls and send text messages, you're probably not that unique. There's a couple of people that have done that before. What is it that makes what you're looking to do different? Because if anyone's going to back you, they're going to want to understand what is different about what you are doing. I'm probably telling you all something pretty obvious, but we all learn much more easily. We absorb information much more easily in the form of a story, right? And if you are able to articulate what you're doing in a narrative that hangs together and makes sense and is coherent, then again, it's a much more powerful conversation to have with somebody. Being able to, to sit down with someone and start with, let me tell you about the financials. And they don't even know what you're doing yet. Like that you haven't even, what financials for what? Like, what are we talking about, right? And then to jump to, and here's a problem in South Africa. And like, what? So to be able to start in a way with, a big idea and kind of zone in slowly and build that narrative along the way to take people through that journey so that the next thing that you tell them actually makes sense because it's connected to the last thing that you told them. For most of you, there's 2 parts to what you have today. There is your idea and there is you. Okay, so if you don't want to bring half of that to the table, I think that's going to constrain the impact that you can have. For me, I always say, well, what's the alternative, right? The alternative is you kind of go in there all robotic or pretend to be someone you're not, or kind of just try to mirror them, and that partnership's probably not going to turn out so well. So be yourself, bring what you bring to the table. If they don't like that, then they're probably not the best partner for you anyway. Ultimately, if you have confidence in the person you are and what you bring to the table and your own authenticity, you'll go, you'll hit it out of the park.
If you're the kind of person that wants to do like a 20-page beautiful glossy pitch deck, do that. I've seen pitch decks that are like 3 pages long, just product, financials, and why it's incredible, and that's it, really gutsy. So remember, this is just like a guide to get started. Another way to figure out what you feel like in a pitch deck is just 80% a real bad pitch deck and pitch it to some people. They don't have to be investors, but the process of getting your ideas in front of people will teach you which stories land. You know, when they start nodding and laughing and smiling and understanding what you're talking about on an instinctual level. And then you slowly refine that down until you've got just the gold. And that's what you show to your investor.
For some things, I never actually physically print them out or produce a PDF. Sometimes I just whiteboard it, storyboard it on a whiteboard. But to get your narrative, to get that into 6 slides or 6 boxes, right? If you can do that, then you really have captured the essence of your idea. If you can hide that complexity from people, have it, you know it, but you've hidden it from everyone else and can articulate in a very simple way, in a handful of ideas, what this whole thing is all about, right? You are on a much, much stronger pathway to be able to have a conversation with a funder.